Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. Chrysler runs into problems with its banks. AIG could bail out GM bondholders, and a couple of new products from a couple of auto shows. Coming up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Monday, April 6, 2009, and now the news. Chrysler is struggling to get its banks to accept stock instead of getting $5 billion in cash, the Associated Press reports. Chrysler is also having problems getting its bondholders and the UAW to accept stock instead of the cash that they're owed. But the banks own Chrysler assets like factories and equipment. So if the company goes bankrupt, they'd be able to sell those assets and get cash, which means the banks would be better off to see the company go bankrupt. Meanwhile, at General Motors, a number of GM bondholders took out insurance policies on their bonds, what are called credit default swaps. They bought those swaps from insurance company AIG, the same AIG that just got $160 billion from the U.S. government. If GM goes bankrupt, AIG will have to pay those bondholders 100% of what they're owed in cash. Those bondholders will actually profit if GM goes into bankruptcy. Congressman Thaddeus McCotter from Michigan is demanding that the Obama administration prevent this from happening. Saab says it has 20 potential buyers and plans to complete a sale by June. According to the AP, the company went into bankruptcy in February and was just given an extension in bankruptcy court after creditors agreed to continue the reconstruction process. The company still could collapse because GM and the Swedish government are unlikely to provide Saab with enough money to become a freestanding business. Korean automaker Kia just unveiled its redesigned Sorrento SUV at the Seoul Motor Show. It offers fresh styling inside and out, but the biggest news about this 2010 model is what you can't see. The company has switched from traditional body-on-frame construction to a more car-like unibody platform. This should give the Sorrento more interior room, better driving dynamics, and improve fuel economy. In other product news, GMC revealed its brand new Terrain crossover at the New York Auto Show. This 5-passenger 2010 model shares its architecture with the Chevrolet Equinox. It offers buyers a host of technology features like remote start and a standard rear-view camera. The company is offering 2 engines, both of which have direct fuel injection and are matched with a 6-speed automatic transmission. A 2.4-liter 4-cylinder is standard and gets an estimated 30 miles per gallon on the highway. A 3-liter V6 is optional and should deliver 264 horsepower. Look for the 2010 GMC Terrain on dealer lots late this summer. Ford just unveiled a concept based on its Transit Connect van called the Transit Connect Family One. As you can guess from the name, the vehicle was designed with the family in mind. Not only does it provide a spacious interior and plenty of cargo area to get the family around, it has features like built-in hand sanitizer and sunscreen dispensers, walkie-talkie radios that charge when docked, an integrated first aid kit, and cargo door-mounted scooters. The seat covers can also be removed and washed. The concept is equipped with a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. Coming up next, we talk with Jim O'Sullivan, the CEO of Mazda North America, about what's going on at that Zoom company.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
Mazda introduced its refreshed Mazda 3 to the American media last week, and we asked Jim O'Sullivan, the CEO of Mazda North America, to talk to us about the importance of this car to the Mazda brand.
Mazda 3 for us is critical. I mean, it's a third of our global volume. It's the top seller that we have here in the United States. Among all of our nameplates, it's a top seller in many markets all over the world. It literally represents a third of the overall global volume for Mazda. So the launch of this product is very, very critical and very important to Mazda. And that's one of the reasons why with this all-new Mazda 3, we didn't do anything that was revolutionary because we're coming off a relatively strong base. we did something that's more evolutionary relative to the current Mazda 3 into this 2010 model. And as a result of it, we feel that we're positioned to basically improve our share within the C segment, which I think is going to continue to allow us to be able to improve our share across the board with a lot of our other vehicle lines as we have continuing product cadence going out the balance of the year.
If you'd like to hear the entire interview with Jim O'Sullivan, we'll be posting that on the John's Journal section of our website later today. And don't forget to join us this Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern or 2400 hours GMT for Autoline After Hours. Joining us this week for the discussion is Marianne Keller, one of the best-known automotive analysts in the business. I remember how 30 years ago she was the first analyst to predict Chrysler would need a government bailout. You will not want to miss what she has to say today. Join me, Jason Vines, and Peter DeLorenzo for the inside story of what's really happening in this industry. And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, John's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.